Sometimes a pool that has been easy to manage suddenly starts doing something frustrating. You add chlorine, you test the water the next day, and the chlorine is already low again. So you add more, and the same thing happens the next day. Nothing about the pool looks wrong, and the water still may be clear. But suddenly, it feels like the pool is burning through chlorine way faster than it used to. And that's when pool owners start asking, why does my pool suddenly need so much chlorine? There are actually two situations where pools start using more chlorine. Sometimes stabilizer builds up too high. But another pool situation is the opposite. The pool simply doesn't have enough stabilizer protecting the chlorine. Chlorine breaks down in sunlight. When chlorine sits in the sun slowly destroys it. Without protection, the sun can remove most of the chlorine in just a few hours. That's why pools use something called stabilizer. Stabilizer, also called CYA, acts like sunscreen for your chlorine. It protects chlorine from being burnt away by the sun during the day. When the stabilizer level in the pool gets too low, the chlorine loses its protection. So the chlorine starts disappearing much faster during the day. You might start the morning with a good chlorine level, but after several hours of sunlight, the chlorine is already gone. That's when it starts feeling like the pool needs way more chlorine than it used to. And the confusing part is this doesn't show up right away. A pool can run for a while with slightly low stabilizer. Everything still looks fine, but once the sun gets strong enough, the chlorine starts disappearing and just can't keep up. And that's when the problem finally becomes noticeable. At first it seems like you need to add chlorine a little more often, but if stabilizer stays too low, the chlorine will burn off every day. And the pool will keep on demanding more and more chlorine just to stay protected. The correction is bringing the stabilizer level back to its corrected range. Most pools work best with stabilizer around 30 to 50. If stabilizer drops below that, chlorine has little protection from the sunlight. Stabilizer is usually added using a product called pool conditioner or stabilizer. If you're not using liquid conditioner, many pool owners place the conditioner in a sock and hang it in front of a return jet where the moving water slowly dissolves it. Once the stabilizer level returns back to proper range, the chlorine lasts much longer throughout the day. That's when the pool chemistry starts behaving the way it used to, and the chlorine finally stops disappearing so quickly. If this surprised you, in this next video, I explain the $2 mistake that can cost thousands.